Kenya, I know Lakers are not your favorite team, but when you watch, you don't tell us, but you support on the low. Do you like the accountability from JJ Redick after the loss?
It's what he's supposed to say. It ain't on him. It's not. We're talking about professionals here. Ain't nobody in the NBA got a problem shooting the basketball, bruh. Ball just didn't go in. Mm-hmm. That's all. You have quarters like that. It's good that he's stepping up for his guys, but it ain't. So let me ask, I want to ask him, so what plays could you have called to make the ball go in?
None.
I've never heard of one. Like, you got a 100% play? Mm-hmm. Fuck, run it every time then, goddamn it, if it's 100%. There ain't no guarantees in it. It just, I appreciate him for being his new coach and his first. So, yeah, cool. But
so as our producers have pointed out, in the previous regime, after a loss like this, Darvin Ham probably would have said something along the lines of, "That's a hell of a ball club over there."
Yeah.
To be honest, that's a good-ass statement, too. Shit.
Is it?
To be honest.
We don't die by wins or losses.
Yeah, so hey.
Lexi, do you like the accountability from JJ Redick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right answer to say. I don't particularly like when coaches throw their players under the bus in media. I don't think it's productive for, like, the locker room. So I think that's a good sign for JJ that, as a former player, he knows that. He knows how to keep the locker room intact. But this was, like, a super winnable game for them, despite Bron not having a great game. But, like, that's a game that they absolutely could have and should have won. But, yeah, he mentions the scoring, and then he goes right to the defensive coverage. So, like, he knows that it wasn't his play calling that cost him the game. It was, you know, KD and Book being such elite shot makers down the stretch. Yeah. And that's a defensive thing.
Yeah. Lakers up 20 in the first quarter. We knew it was Fugazi.
No, I mean, you know, it's we're not worrying about the starters, right? The starters, when you're talking about 1 through 5, 1 through 5, I mean, they can say they're top without even thinking about the rest of the lineup. They can say they're top 5.
With their starters?
Yeah, starting 5 is, you know, they're top 5. You know, you got every element. So if you look at the game, first and third quarter, they blow the Suns out. First and third quarter, it's that second and fourth when they got to sub in, and then, you know, the offense is stagnant, right? They don't know who's going to go to who. You know, that's where the problem is right now, or last night at least, right? It's that second and fourth quarter where they got to try to figure out the rotation there, figure out what plays they're going to call. You know, I think they scored, 14 in the second, 22 in the fourth, right? And you're talking about in the first and the third, you're talking about 30 plus. So just trying to, you know, just understand the rotation, but you know, taking the blame on yourself is cool, you know, media-wise, so the media don't try to put a wedge between the team.
Yeah.
But it's always on the players. Right? I don't care what any coach says. The players are out there playing. Yeah. Right? You can call whatever fucking play you want to call. If the players don't run it or forget it, it's their fault. Right? You can call a great play. It's only a great play if it's executed by the players. So, you know, it's always, you know, I didn't make shots today. I didn't make free throws today, you know.
Yeah, I gotta be
13 for 18 from the free throw line. You know, that's 5 free throws missed. We lost by 4. You know, even with LeBron playing bad, you know, he was playing bad in the first and in the third, and we was, plus maybe 20-something?
So Lakers scored 34 points in the first quarter, 14 second quarter, 35 points in the third quarter, 22 points in the fourth quarter. But in the first and third quarter, I believe they were...
Plus 18?
Plus 18, yes. Yep.
So...
Won both those quarters by 9 points. Lost the second quarter by 11. And then the Suns scored 33 in the fourth to the Lakers 22.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look at plus minus as like the end all be all, but like when you look at the Lakers plus minus, their whole bench, they're all like minus double figures. Mm-hmm. And you cannot be that coming off the bench. And very limited minutes at that. Like, they're going to have to figure out that bench situation.
I don't think anybody really understands, but when you think about championship teams, when you think about the Warriors championship, how great that bench was. when the Lakers was winning, how great that bench was. Spurs, how great that bench was, right? So, it's even Denver, right? They had solid pieces coming off the bench. When you're talking about a starting five, you do got to sub at some point, right? So if you don't have a bench that can really push the lead or at least maintain whatever your lead is, that's where you lose the game. Because you got to play them top of the second. You got to even 5 minutes or 4 minutes in the second and 5 and 4 minutes in the fourth to start it off, right? That's where you can lose the game. That's where the game is, won or lost.
Yeah.
So, like we pointed out, Bronny, previously unbeaten in his NBA career.
1-0.
Gil, how does this loss affect Bronny's legacy?
Not at all. It's not his loss.
Please.
Okay, it's his father's loss.
All right, it's on my daddy.
That's his father's loss. When you sitting there with that ride home, you got to smile.
We won every game I played in.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Bubs.
No, listen. You know why it's funny? You know why like
I'm just fucking around.
It's funny? It's because everybody else takes it too serious, right? They really take the Bronny, playing or not playing very serious. And it's like, relax, man. Right, he's the 55th pick. I mean,
Please.
I don't care what team he's on, whatever's happening now with his father, no games, right? He ain't played in 3 games, right?
Yeah, and he's not going to play unless it's a
not.
blowout.
He ain't gonna play unless there's a
Unless
blowout.
a blowout, either way, man.
So I'm pretty sure the first quarter he's sitting like, ooh, yes, sir. And then he's sitting there like, oh, come on, man. I was gonna get in today. Right?
Man, that man played in the first half of his very first NBA game, man. You can't ask much more than
Got
that.
a dub.
I can tell you he was shitting bricks.
What?
Locked up and Edwards.
Yeah.
You got put in a game where Anthony Edwards is in it. Whoa, where's the other 57 pick? Where he at? That's who I want to go against, and that's still nerve-wracking.
Let me guard Nas Reed. He was undrafted.
Shit, I don't want to guard him. He's been playing for a couple years.
No, I'm just saying, though, but shit. At least I got drafted. Shit. At least I got here. Didn't even get drafted.
Like, when they shooting, you calling in, you start looking around. Who's it? We got Anthony Edwards. We got, I got you. Well, who is he guard? 6'9". Who was that? Left-handed shooter.
Who, Ingles? Nah.
Yeah, Ingles. He's sitting there like,
My man.
the white boy. I got Ingles.
Give him the chump.
I got the 38-year-old. Hey, man, so how you doing today?
With the slow feet.
Yeah. You gonna be right here, right? Cool. I got you.
But on a serious note, though, just for you guys, obviously won a lot of games in your career, lost a lot of games in your career. How much do losses impact you throughout the course of the season? Like, how much do they sit with you looking ahead? And at what point do they start to become concerned? Like, how many need to pile up?
Losing.
Huh?
It depends on how you're losing games.
So a game like that, obviously within range, kind of triggered off fourth quarter.
Like, obviously, Bron is mad about that. Like, that game is gonna piss him off, but there's 82 of them, so.
It's 82. I mean, they're a veteran team, so it's like, just shake it off, get back in the lab, be better the next game, right? AD's playing phenomenal, right? Rui, everyone's playing great, right? We can't expect a 39-year-old to be great every game. It's just one of those games he wasn't great, and there's a chance they still could have won.
Yeah.
Right, and they had to face who on the other side? you got Money Sniper, and you have Beal, and playing excellent basketball. So as much as he said we should have fired, fire means trap or run at KD. You still got Booker over there.
Yeah.
He got 30. Right, so you stop this one, you still got another one that's doing the same thing. So it was just one of those teams and one of those games where the fact that you held them to 110, 109. I mean, that's amazing in itself. So everyone should walk with their heads high. Get back to the lab and just we got another game.
So as we had mentioned earlier, LeBron extended his streak of 10-point games.